HiwayCAD, typical error correction. In the early stages of a software, small in scale and few files, it is easier to find and correct errors, but it's hard to say later, especially for an integrated environment like CAD. You have me, and you and me. They are interdependent, and intertwined, and vertical and horizontal. The side effects of error correction may be exaggerated, and sometimes it's almost impossible to start, such as automatic cabinet deployment, and the wall turns white. This paper includes 3 typical error correction units. Each unit is divided into 2 parts, and the correction result. Automatic cabinet deployment, and the wall turns white. HiwayCAD is a network software development project. The cabinet deployment page. First, construct the wall, and then on the inside of the specified wall, automatically adjust the width, leaving gaps at both ends. Deploy a series of cabinets of the same type. There has always been a tricky error in this regard. After deploying the cabinets, the wall color changes. I didn't know where to start to solve it. Recently, I decided to solve it. I had to ask artificial intelligence. The prompt words couldn't be clarified no matter how written. I took several screenshots. There was still the phenomenon of answering the wrong question. Finally, I chose to record the screen. The attachments are provided. A screen recording video, showing the generation and changes of errors during operation. Second, the development file cabinet pool JS. Web page display file. When deploying cabinets, by a loop statement to deploy cabinets one by one. Third, the cabinet file top single or cabinet. The cabinet display file is deployed. The page file cabinet pool JS is called. The video shows the system evenly deployed 12 cabinets on wall 0. There are also errors. The wall turned white. Then, several cabinets were randomly deleted. The original color of the walls may be restored. The artificial intelligence gave several error correction solutions. After testing them one by one, we found that set a judgment function in the cabinet display file. If it is used for cabinet deployment, turn off or destroy the cabinet's lights. For example, top single door cabinet Jessica, turn off or destroy the light. This completes the error correction. Deploy the automatic drawer cabinet. The drawer panel is not there. Deploy the automatic drawer cabinet. All drawer panels and handles are still at the global coordinate origin. Do not move with the cabinet. This error is obviously due to the drawer panel and the parent attribute of the handle. The investigation results show that the production of drawers is handled by the function door, but neither the definition nor the call of this function. There is no parameter root, so add this parameter. The error is solved. First, the file drawer cabinet JS, the file for making drawers. Second, the file cabinet functions JS, a file for drawer making tools. It is used to keep the repeated code blocked, and is called by drawer cabinet JS. In Visual Studio, first, close all programming files, and then open these 2 files. Copy the prompt to the Visual Studio, and execute the attached GitHub Copilot, and it will give an analysis answer. Only open these 2 files, which tells Copilot to only refer to these 2 files, and not consider other files. Sometimes you need to use an independent Copilot. The purpose is to have more functions. In fact, Google Gemini is also a good option. The key to the success of using artificial intelligence is to provide the most detailed and accurate prompts to the AI. This error correction is a relatively simple example. If it encounters a global system issue, the AI is helpless, such as the cabinet mentioned below. The problem of not deleting cleanly. Deleting the deployed cabinets. It comes back to life. This error phenomenon is that, after deleting the deployed cabinets, if on the other wall, deploy cabinets of any size, the deleted cabinet reappears. This means that the deletion operation only removes the display, but not the reference. The error occurs in the file cabinet deploy JS, the delete selection function. The error is obvious. The deployment data of cabinets is generated by Blazor Watson in the background, and is stored in local storage. The deployment file cabinet pool JS is from local, to grab data and display it. So the correction is to delete the cabinet, to delete this cabinet from it. But the difficulty lies in how to operate. In Babylon, JS, the mesh object supports to add custom variable members, which can be used in the metadata attribute. This is a dedicated object to store custom data. Here are the specific steps for error correction. First, in the model data sees public. In the ChemaStridata class, add to members to store the unique identifier of the cabinet, unique identifier and the wall number. Second, cabinet manager Razor sees deploy cabinet. Assign values to the above two variables. When deploying cabinets in the background, assign values to these two members. Third, cabinet deploys JS auto-populate cabinet. When deploying cabinets in the front end, add these two new members to the array. Pass them down to the specific cabinet code block. Fourth, assign the cabinet's ID and attached wall number to the virtual shell of the cabinet. When making the cabinet, bring in the the two new parameters. Repeat the operation of step 4. The code is applied to all cabinet display files.